Hello, welcome to Temple Baptist Church here in Poplar, Bluff, Missouri. We're having our devotional time. We're going to be in the book of Zephaniah. Yes, that is a book in the Bible. It is in the Old Testament. It is one of the 12 minor prophets. His name means Yahweh hides. And we're going to look at this. We're going to be in chapter 3. I got verses 14 through 20 marked. Again, my record is not good on reading all the verses that I need to share with you sometimes, and I don't do that. But we know about Jeremiah. He ministered to Judah during the reign of Josiah, and Judah's reformist king. And and maybe he was as the great-great-grandson of a godly king, Hezekiah, and because he's part of probably of the royal family, and he a distant relative to the incumbent king of Josiah. Like many of God's prophets, though, as we see that, Zephaniah promised of a future day of the Lord. The day of God's wrath, and then when God would bring a close to human history, sweeping away from the face of the earth, the climax of all of religion. And when Jesus come back, and praying that God is sovereign and judging a history of the nation, and warns again, God warns all the time that He's going to punish Judah for its unfaithfulness, and while promising to restore the faithful, and the remains there. Again, I like to share stories with you that I've heard, and some of them are rather strange, I guess. Maybe you find some things. There are a lot of things out there you can find, a lot of worthless information. This may be worthless information, but Australia has what they call a honey eater bird. Honey eater bird. I can't say that right. It's in trouble. Go figure. Endangered species. The reason it's in trouble, it's losing its song. There was once, they say, an abundance of this species. Just 300 birds now remain at the time of this story, and I don't know when it was written. And with so few others to learn from, the males are forgetting the new, unique song and failing to attract mates. They forgot how to sing, maybe, and but the conservation, they always come up with a plan. They come up with a plan to rescue the honey eaters by singing to them. All right, now what they're going to sing, and play the recordings of the other honey eaters singing so they can relearn the song. And as the male picks up this song, he attracts females again, and their hopes is that the species will flourish once more. And the prophet Zephaniah is addressing a people in trouble. And so there was so much of corruption among them that he announced God's judgment was coming. And when this later came to pass, there was the capture and exile. So maybe we think then here that the people too lost their song. Well, they lost their song. But Zephaniah, he foresaw a time beyond God's judgment when he would come to this people, forgive their sins, and sing to them. He will take great delight in you. Let's just look at verse 17 of what we've talked about here today. The Lord your God is in the midst of you. The mighty one will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. So, there it is. We do that. A time that God's going to sing. It will take great delight in you. He will love His love to where you will no longer rebuke, but rejoice with singing. As a result of this song, of the people would be restored. So now it comes down to us, whether through our own disobedience or the trials of this life, we can too lose our heart song of joy. But, I like that word, but a voice is singing us a song of forgiveness and love. Just listen to the melodies and sing along with what God is saying. In verse 14, sing, O daughters of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all your hearts, O daughters of Jerusalem. The Lord's taken away the judgment. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, do not fear, Zion, let your hands be weak. The Lord your God is in your midst. The mighty one will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. I guess we could say, sing a joyful song unto the Lord. Don't be drugged down by the cares of this world. Judah was experiencing some tragic times. They're in exile. They're being restored, and they'd forgot their song. Really, don't forget the song of praise to the Lord. Do you know Him today? Can you sing that song? I'm redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Have you been? If not, please do. May God bless you is our prayer. Come and be a part of our services here at Temple. We meet at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. Then we have Sunday school at 9. We have a second worship service that begins at 10. And then we go Sunday night at 6 and Wednesday night at 7. You're welcome to any and all those services. May God bless you.